Welcome to the third class of Module 2. In the past two classes, we have learned the different looping statements, including the for loop, while loop, do while loop, etc. And also the jump statements such as break, continue, go to, exit, etc. A small introduction to the arrays was also covered. So in this PPT, we'll learn more about the arrays. So again, recollecting, an array is one of the data structure like integer, float, character, string. It's a data structure in C++ that can store a fixed size sequential collection of elements of the same data type. So basically, it's an assemblage of similar type of data. The syntax we already discussed is like type. It can be of any type, data type, and the name of the array and the size. Example of the syntax type here is integer. Age is the name of the array. Size of the array is 5. So we'll be able to input 5 number of elements. So I told in the previous class that the first value will go to the zeroth position. So we'll be having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So in an array of size n, there will be n minus 1 positions. Should be very clear. See a problem. You have the header file hash include input output stream hash include string. We are defining this one because we will use some words in the program using namespace std semicolon integer main. Yeah. String cars 4. So string is the data type, cars is the array name, 4 is the size. So 4 values are there. The values include Volvo, BMW, Ford, and Mazda. And you are asking, the compiler is asking to print out car 0. So when a command is executed like this, car 0. So there are 4 elements. I told clearly the first value will go to the 0th position. So when we are printing out car 0, print 0, the car 0 value will be the first one. Volvo. So if it was car set 3, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Mazda will print here. There are different uses of arrays in C++. The arrays can be multi-dimensional arrays, which we already discussed in the last class. C++ supports the multi-dimensional arrays. The simplest form of the multi-dimensional array is the two-dimensional array. Basically, it's a matrix. And you can also use a pointer to an array. You can generate a pointer to the first element of the array by simply specifying the array name without any index, which we'll see in this class, and passing array to functions. So the module 3 is basically on the functions. So we'll get an introduction to the functions in this class. You can pass the function. You can pass to the function a pointer to an array by specifying the array's name without an index. And the fourth one is return array from the functions. C++ allows the function to return an array. It means basically to print out the output. So this is the example for the multi-dimensional arrays. For an n-dimensional array, this is general statement, type, name. So you will be having, based on the size of the array, you will be having n number of boxes. For a three-dimensional array, integer, 3 dimensions is the name of the array, 1, 2, 3. In one direction, 5 elements, 10 and 4. So in the case of two-dimensional arrays, you have type array name, then 2 element boxes will be there, and this is like a matrix as you already studied. Row 0, row 1, row 2, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 2. So we will be having uh, 3 rows and 4 columns. We'll see a 2D array, how it's working. Just focus on this problem. Have a hash include input output string using namespace std integer main. So I'm going to input an array. This won't be read by the compiler. I'm again repeating an array with 5 rows and 2 columns. So I'm defining the integer a as 5 rows, 2 columns is equal to. I'm putting in this order. So this is the way of entering the values. Uh, curly bracket opening 0 comma 0. So it will come the first row, then column like that. So you can see on the right side how it values entering 0 0, 1 2, 2 4, 3 6, and 4 8. And so we directly define the array into the program without the user input, directly this in the program. So suppose we want to print it out in a defined format. We will see, okay, we can see that we want to print the values in this format. So how to do that? How to command it properly to get in this format? We'll see. We use the for loop to print in a repeated mode. For integer I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Inside the for loop we have for integer j is equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus, c out, and then one more c out. So see how it's happening. That means you have to first a 0 0, 0 position 0. The first value 0 1, 1 0. So it will be like first in row wise, then the additional columns. So first we want to call in an row wise because we have 1 2 3 4 5. Basically 5 elements in row. That means 4 positions. That's why I less than 5, calling it that way. And so we are keeping the row outside and the column function inside. That's why less than 2. Okay, so when the value is executed, first value is 0. 0 is less than 5, correct. Then it will come to j equal to 0, correct. J less than 2. So 0 0 will come. 0 0 is this position. The value will be 0. So see how the value is getting outputted. See out, you can see in event comma. So this will be printed as such. A in bracket I value will be displayed. So 0 is the initial I value. That's why 0 first here. So just see the red indicates the correct format. And then bracket j, initial the value 0. Okay. So C out, then yeah, then closing it with a semicolon, then C out, the value. Okay. One thing you have to make notice that there is no new line statement after this one. That's why the next statement is also printing in the same line. Suppose there was a new line, the 0 will be printing in the only in the next line. Okay, written 0. So in the next increment, the first I is equal to 0 is correct. Then this for loop will be executed. So next will come j is equal to 1 when j is equal to 1 because already j plus plus is there, right? After executing this function, the value of j will change to 1. So 1 less than 2, correct. So 0th position, first value will come. It's the 0. Then again j plus plus means inside this last these two statements, j will be getting the value of 2, come out of the loop, will come to the control, come to the I, then I will be incremented by 1. That's why 3 and 4. So you can just connect these two output and the statements which are used for getting the output. Next, various different type of arrays, not like different type of array. A use of pointers in arrays are discussed in this problem. The pointers are symbolic representation of the addresses. They enable programs to simulate call by reference as well as to create and manipulate the dynamic data structure. We'll see this problem to make it clear. Have the in hash include input output stream hash include string use namespace std integer media. We're defining the string food equal to pizza. String food equal to pizza. So we can use food and pizza interchanged. Then string star pointer is equal to and symbol food. So by doing this, the address of the food in the memory location of the food will be printed stored to the star pointer. That means a point. This won't be read. This blue won't be read as it's put in the forward slash. A pointer variable that stores the address of the food. Okay, then to output the value of the food. See out food. When comes like this, see out food directly. It will come as a pizza. Just keep in mind. I will show the output also. For first CO, food equal to pizza because we already changed or assigned the value to the pizza. So pizza will come. In second one, C out ampersand food. So ampersand food is basically it's the address star pointer. So the memory location will be available, and also we have the PTR. It's a pointer. So in the pointer also we have put address food. Yes, so the same value will be displayed 23. So this basically this point is used to get the address location or address symbol of the program. Then how to use one more problem to demonstrate the pointer. We will go past star encode input output stream use names the steady integer main. It is an array with five elements. Double balance. Double is the type of data. Name balance five. You are inputting five values. Double star p. You are defining the pointer as uh, double data type. P equal to balance. You are defining p's balance. To output the each array's element value. See out array values using the pointer. So the thing is that you can modify or customize the statements inside the program based on output requirements. That's why a correlation is always required. Once, if you want to put anything, maybe like India, if you put like that, that will come in the output. So you want to have a header line for the output. That's why putting array values using pointer. That's fine. Okay, end line. So next line will be coming the for loop for integer I equal to 0, I less than 5 plus plus, C out star uh, p plus then this value I C out p plus I, yeah. So for the for loop will be executed integer I equal to 0 starting value is okay. So star pi, so directly as it is in inverted comma star p plus I value initially 0 0 with a semicolon. So this enter thing will be displayed as such. As there is no nest line symbol, directly the nest will be in the same line. So star p plus I. So this star p plus I means you can see p plus I is 0. So star p. So star p will come to the first value, the stored value, right? So 1000. So next one, 2, 3.4, 17, 50. Will be executed using these statements. And then we have the array values using the balance as address in line. Then, okay, the same thing is repeated. The only thing is that they use the, as a P is equal to balance, they use both P and balance interchangeably. So both are displayed as such. Then the strings in C++, we have seen this one from the first class itself. When the hello world is a string. Okay, so the same thing. The string is the collection of characters. We have seen what is a character. It is stored in an array followed by the null character. So suppose you want to store a name called Kumar, like in the array, the A will go to 0th position, UMAR, and the last one will be a null array. So this is the general input type or input method into the compiler. So you can use like this the character. I'm putting characters type of data. String is the name. Putting in bracket, open bracket, so I can put any number of items. In the above example, we are declaring and initializing a string at time. When we declare and initialize a string at same time, giving the size of the array is optional, and it is programmer's job to specify the null character at the end to terminate the string. So we are in need of providing a null character to stop the string values. This is by the method of giving a word like by using the sequence of characters. Another way of inputting is by using the assignment operators. So directly you can use character string bracket for the same is equal to, in full bracket you can put hello world. So if you can see the difference, this is double colon, so double symbol, and this only a single symbol. So that will make the changes. So by this you can use it as a single word, well, a single word, and here you need the input by the individual characters. In this approach, a programmer doesn't need to provide null character. A compiler will automatically add null character at the end of the string. We'll see a problem past way. We have include I shall include input stream using namespace std integer main. Yeah, character 100. So can character string in bracket 100 handles the maximum size in like semicolon. See out enter string. So directly enter string will come here. As there is no next line. C in str. So we'll be asked to put a str string value. Um, so here the programmer actually put C++ as the str value, as a string value. Then you ended whatever you ended, that will come directly str C++. Then again enter another string. Okay, you input str. You ended whatever you ended. You suppose you ended programming is fun. So it will come here, and you ended is uh, str. Then the end line. So that is the example. There are various string functions like the string copy, string catenation, string length, strcmp, str character, str, which will be studying in detail in the later classes. Just note str copy, it copies one string to the another string. So suppose you're putting str copy s1 s2 and you defined s1 as hello, s2 as world. Then by using this command, s2 value will be copied to string 1. So the world in the s2 will be copied to the s1. So new s1 will be the world instead of hello. In string concatenation, it concatenates string 1 into the another string. You are defining string 1 as hello, string 2 as world. If you concatenate, it will be displayed as hello world. Okay, so you add both the individual strings. And next you have the string length. It returns the length of the string. Suppose you have hello, you'll be having 5 digits. So it will be the length of the string. It will be displayed. And fourth one is the string comparison. It returns 0 if the S1 and S. Suppose hello are used for both S1 and S2. It will return 0. And if the values are different, then if the value will be less than 0 if s1 is greater than less than 2 s2, and greater than 0 if it is s1 is greater than s2. And yeah, so one two more things are there which not much important, so we'll see these things in detail in the coming classes. So you can see some links I have provided at the bottom of the videos or the ppt like this. So this will help you for the additional learning about the discussed topic.